G'day boys and girls, just going to do a little loop today, or medium-sized loop, and if you wanted to do it, you catch the train to Hallett Cove Beach Station, or park your car at the train station car park, and then follow along. We're going to be around 50 k's or so, give or take 10. It's going to entail some local bits of dirt, bike paths, etc. Yeah, we'll take in a little tiny bit of road as well, like this bit of Cove Road and Harey Road. How's this little garden pathway? Pretty awesome. So then we get onto the dirt. Look out, pussycat. It's going in alongside the railway line here. That's to the left of me. Another tiny bit of road here along Capella Drive. Just at the bottom of this, we'll take a little left-hander. As we make our way over to O'Halloran Hill Recreation Park, or Glenthorne National Park, whatever you want to call it these days. Yeah, get a little jump here if you want it. Ooh. And we'll chuck a right-hander onto the coastal lines. So we're just going to head past the skate park here on the coast of Vines, Hallett Cove. And then we just take a left-hander down here, head towards that roundabout, join up with the Hallett Cove Creek Trail, or Breakout Creek Trail, I can't remember what it's called. And you can take the path, they call it Linear Park Trail or something, but yeah, it's pretty generic. This is Hallett Cove Creek, I think, or Waterfall Creek, not really signposted. And we'll get some better footage when the light comes a bit more prevalent, when the sun comes out. I haven't got my lights on high beam either, I've probably got it on like level 3. Gives me 3.5 to 4 hours at this brightness. Righto, back onto the path. Now you can go across to the bridge on the left there, or you can take this little shortcut straight ahead. Joins back over, you just cut out 2 bridges. Morning. Chuck it on the high beam for a bit. This is probably one of the nicest sections of this path. Very shady, loads of trees, and usually loads of bird life, but could be still a bit early. There we go, the birds are starting to wake up. You can either go across here or through the tunnel. Sometimes the tunnel's got broken glass in it, there's a lot of derros around. Just get their kicks out of smashing bottles, and yeah. I'd rather not risk getting a puncture. Plus you get walkers coming through there and it gets pretty tight. If you go around this way here, you can get a bit of dirt. You can take the path on the left hand side back there and just follow it through. That's how I usually come back home. Probably won't be doing that today though, I'll do a big loop today I reckon. So yeah, once you get off that Linear Park trail, you just take a left hander along Aruna. Then we go right here on Harey Bar. A little bit of traffic on this one in the morning, but it's not too bad, it's pretty wide. No designated bike lane marked or anything, but they have signs and stuff. There's your little lookout up here, overlooking the coast, northbound, and the Boral Quarry and all that. Little hazard signs for buses, don't know what that's about. A lot of rubbish gets dumped here as well. A lot of ferals around. These things here used to be part of the gantry system with the cable carts that used to take stuff from basically the Field River across the road from me. There's like the old Ranella quarry over to this one here for processing back in the early 1900s, I reckon. Anyway, from here we'll head down Perry Bar, we'll cross over Lonsdale, cross over Majors and into O'Halley's. Just watch for broken glass in here. There's so many fucking dairies. I mean, looks like we had a big fat Greek wedding here because there's a whole bunch of broken plates. So yeah, you know, at your own risk. So just heading down Perry Bar. It'd be nice if you just had a nice little track on the other side of that fence line there within the quarry. So much for around here for more dirt tracks, but private land each side, I think. Right hand side's also owned by the quarry, although I don't think they'll ever excavate it. It's like a buffer zone, I think. Don't think there'll ever be any houses built there until the quarry ceases to function. Yeah, bikes. Bikes, mate. No bike lane, just a bike sign. You gotta get what you're given, I guess. Yeah, so Lonsdale Highway, you can take this little dirt track on the left, sort of ducks in around the corner here. And make your way over here to the U-turn point, cross over. So usually about here is where I like to cross over. Just gotta wait for the hordes. Pretty busy this time of morning. A little bit of a gap here, so that's nice. And we might have one timed nicely on this side as well. Beautiful. So I don't know what they're going to do with this path that they made. Kind of ends just up here and crosses over. But hopefully we get one going all the way to Hallett Cove. Anyway, let's head over into our flat single track in O'Halley's. Just going to leave it in tour mode because I don't fancy chewing the battery too quick today. I want to do a longer ride. But yeah, I just love coming through here. You can pedal above the motor most of the time and it's kind of just smooth and not like the rest of the trails in here that are so rocky. You can carry a bit of speed through the corners most of the time. And the good thing about coming to O'Halley's this time of morning, especially on a weekday, no one else is here generally. So you can ride in reverse some of those climbing tracks, which are pretty cool. I did Uprising, no not Uprising, what was it? Bloody Upstart. Always get those two confused. The one that's quite long with many switchbacks, not the real rocky one. But yeah, that was quite fun. This is my general route. I'll just come through here, get onto this, because we'll make our way down to Seacombe Road and I'll show you that new bit of single track that I discovered, which I'm going to call Harey Who, because I reckon somebody else has called it Harey Who, and it's got a little sign saying so. So we'll suss that out. A bit more light now, so you'll be able to see a bit more what's going on, and in widescreen too. Well, here's another one on the trail. What are you doing, Skip? Come for a cruise, mate. That's it. Nice work. Shit, they're everywhere today. That's what you love about these trails, eh? Roos, all the wildlife. Could do with some more trees here though. It's a bit barren, isn't it? You know, there's not much shade here in the summer. Pretty exposed. Just these little pockets here. Not much in the way of bloody tall timber. And I'll cross over and go down here as well. It's just all nice and flowy. Not too rocky, you know. All that shit on the other side is just full of fucking boulders and it's not my cup of tea. I think this is the quick link for Sylvania Gambling or something. Always get the trail names confused around here. And also I see the trail marker at the start of it. A few more trees in this spot. This tree here, it's getting a bit bloody low, eh? Can't really do too much about it without chopping it down. I can't really prop it up with anything. I'll have to report this one because people are going to start coming up here because that is a low duck. Quack, quack. I tell you what, there's a big roo there. Take it easy, lad. Yeah, since I changed this bloody drivetrain over to this Q's link light thing, I haven't had not one chain drop. It'll probably happen today now that I said it, but yeah, not one chain drop at all. It's bloody gold, mate. So this is still the quick link. Just takes us directly out to the gravel track again. So you've got heaps more trees over on this side. They just need to do some more planting and just get it not too close to the trail that it causes roots to pop up everywhere, but because all that stuff back there is just so nice and flowy. But just to give some shade, you know, during the summer. So it gets pretty slippery here. There's lots of these little round pine cones off of those bloody pine trees there. Now onto Frogger. Another one of my little favourites. This one's a little bit more rockier, but if you get the tyre pressures right on the hardtail, it's actually quite nice. Oh bloody hell, Skip! Disturbing all ears this morning. And to be honest, man, I'm having loads more fun on this hardtail. I kind of just like the fact that with these tyres, being like a 50-50 tyre, I can sort of roll out the door, ride some bike paths, and not sort of chew up all my knobs, you know, off the bloody jewelry. Preserve those tyres for purely off-road capers, which I'll hopefully get to do now that it's getting cooler. Strap the bike on the back of the car and head over to Fox Creek and Belair and bloody Mount Lofty and all that. There's yeah, Mylor, some nice trails up there. A lot more climbing too. And yes, I've been lacking in my climbing lately. Well, I did that one on Sunday over towards Punch Bowl. It's only 750 metres or something in total, but I need to double that if I want to do the epic, eh? So it's a good little trail, this one. Good little beginner to sort of intermediate trail, I guess you could say. Totally green. And here's our city, looking pretty. Yes, 50 Shades of Clay. Yeah, I have tried going in reverse on this bike and forwards, but it's just too bloody rocky for a hardtail for my liking. This one anyway with the 235s. If I had 2.6s on it might be too bad. Kids, your texture work is just so awesome. Oh my god, you guys should be so proud. Fucking Deros. Yes, you gotta take it easy on this lighty gravel shit, mate. You'll end up with a bad ass gravel rash. When you don't wear your elbow pads and your knee pads because you think you're not doing anything too gnarly, that's the shit you can come unstuck with. you want to get to this new trail that I've been talking about, Harey Who, that's what I'm calling it, because that's the little texture scribblings I've seen on it. Yeah, you just come into this gravel track here off the Joncavello way. Yeah, so if you come in off the Patrick Joncavello way, you can just come straight up here, straight onto this shit. It's another new section that I've just discovered, and you can basically kind of bypass all of that bloody gravel track there, which is kind of a bit boring, for something like this, which is a little bit more technically challenging. I just came down it and I thought, well, I might as well use it going up, and we'll join it to our other new section. This has got a bit of a wider bench, which is good. You've got Main South Road on the left there and the expressway on the right. And we're just kind of down the guts. So good on to the trail fairies who created this. Gotta love riding new bits of track. Didn't see too much heat maps on Strava for it either, so doesn't look like too many of you have discovered it. Yeah, I reckon it'd be a struggle on a moto, because you'd have to almost get off your bike and duck, you know, like I'm ducking down on my seat post, down all the way, and moto seats can be quite high, so maybe little pit bikes or those little e-motos, you could probably get away with it. But there's not too much trenching going on, so I don't think we've got too much in the way of high torque bikes using it, which is a good thing, mate, because, you know, all these moto guys want to do is dig bloody trenches, and trenches lead to shit trails. There we go. So across here, just up this little bit of gravel path, and if you look for the orange cone just ahead, we get another little entrance point. Oh yeah, this one's really off camber. It's a lot steeper in parts. There's some pedal strike spots and some real narrow benches that are soft, but the more we ride it, I reckon the better it will get. So off camber, eh? I think in the wet this will be a no-go, because this is ground clay, which is going to be slipperier than a what? You think of one. I'm lost for words right now. Yeah, because it's just like so off camber, it wants to keep sending you down. Yeah, I tried coming down the other way on this the other day, and It was near impossible to stay on the track without going like, you know, crawling speed. Especially with these tyres, they haven't got huge bitey side knobs. Alright, so getting a bit techie now. Try and stay up. Oh, I fucking always miss that point. It's fucking bullshit, eh? Try that again. So soft just here, and it's like just on the left there is so easy. You got this tree just here kind of pushing your handlebars over, so all it wants to do is make you go off to the side. Same with that. I mean, you can probably get rid of those too. It's very, until you get to about here, then you're kind of alright, but very soft, and even though they've cut it in, it's still quite off camber in parts, and your pedal strikes on this narrow bench are pretty incredible. Come on, mate, here we go, here we fucking go. Yeah, but there you go. I mean, that's probably the most techie bit. Just needs a bit of work. Here's some more off-camber stuff. Yeah, but I'd rather ride this than that boring gravel, eh? I mean, you have got some nice graffiti to look at, or some cool graffiti, I should say. Although they did paint over Super Mario. Apparently SA Water came along and plastered over the whole thing, and then some dickhead came along and did some blobby bullshit. There we go. A bit more rideable now. First time I've actually been through here in the light. Pretty cool though, eh? So off camber. Yeah. Well, the winter time's going to be a no-go, mate. After the rain. Little trail marker back there, little Garfield just there. Here comes the sun. Come on, mate, bucking over we go. That's it. We're joining up here with the, what do they call it? Flinders Route. It's part of the out the back loop. So we'll take this back, cross over Majors Road, and into Glenthorne Farm, or Glenthorne National Park. And then we'll head over to Happy Valley. Should be open by then. It's only about 20 past 7 at the moment. I know, 10 to 8. Time flies when you're having fun, eh? There's the PJV just there. Patrick Joncavello, eh? Ah, the shadows. The golden hour of the morning. Alright, won't go through the tunnel this time, we'll carry on through this bit. Skips galore. You gotta love this kind of riding, eh? It's gotta be more exciting than riding fast in a straight line on a motor, eh? Righto, we'll take the PJV for a bit. We'll tell you what, man, we're down to 63% battery and I'm running the 625 at the moment. That techie kind of climby stuff in eMTB mode, yeah, it will sap your battery, but I doubt I'd want to be trying to do it in bloody eco. It's just not enough power for me, a little bit too slow. That's the thing about this remarkable Mount Remarkable Epic, is the big eco climb up the hill, which I'm not that keen on. Maybe I will carry my other battery, who knows. Pretty sure we can cross over the other side just here. Yeah, just over here. Righto. It's like a dynamic bike lane at the moment. Keep shopping and changing. Oh yeah, around here, around there. And over here, like so. Righto, now we can cut through Glenthorne. So this bit of road here, they've kind of put a bit of gravel on it. I guess they're driving their bloody Rangers vehicles over to there now. But they haven't bothered to do this bit, but it's not too bad, I guess. I think they've improved it slightly. Yeah, it used to be just all this clay shit. In parts, you still see some of those bloody canyons that are opening up there, man. They're like wheel swallowers, man, if you've got skinny enough wheels. Righto, so we'll just do my little traverse through here. Bit of a slippy gravel path this one, so don't go too stupid. Man, there's so much bloody dry grass around, eh? She'll green up pretty quick though. Just need a few more bigger trees along the trail. We'll just go down and stop at the pond and have ourselves a drink. Grab myself a drink. Yeah, just watch those slippery gravel corners, man. Building up some range again. They went from 32 to 50 on eco, so it's good. After that bloody climb through Harey Who. Well, sun's fully up now. Let's head over to Happy Valley. Back in tour mode. Telling me 32 k's range, but you know, it's not all climbing. So nice through here. Trees with the filtered light, or the dappled light. But anywho, we'll go this way. Now we'll go up that way. It's nice when that's got water in it. Come winter time, hopefully we get a bit of rain. Not too many places though, just locally, where you can ride around with massive trees like this surrounding you. Pretty good. I mean, there are lots of creek lines as well. Probably try and take a few of those today, but these trees here are massive. Look at them. Absolutely huge. So we'll swing around to the left here and head over towards Main South Road. Yeah, I've never seen any horses in here yet. Never come across any, but apparently you can ride them. Into the valley. Well, Happy Valley Reservoir Reserve, that is. What's going on, Skip? So inside Happy Valley Resi here, still sort of hugging the boundary track at the moment. So you got all the bloody motorists out there. Soon we'll head down, we'll get into the more secluded parts. Oh, temperature's dropped about 5 degrees there. Beautiful. And where's the signal track going through the bloody pine forest, eh? That's what we need. Still, quite nice through here. I usually like to take these outer bits because they're kind of a little bit more challenging with the sand, and even though you're kind of closer to the cars as opposed to just the flat kind of gravel track. A lot of white sand around here, eh? Oh yeah, got the leg down then. Found the limits of the grip. Whoa. Whoa. Fuck. That was a hard hit on the front then, eh? Some tree root. Could have almost been a pinch flat, eh? Yeah, running pretty low on the front. I do have my forks on lock too. But I think we're safe. Can't hear any hissing. Anyway, let's head down to one of my favourite spots. All through here. Yeah, I don't know if it was a tree root or a rut or a rock or what. Felt like a tree root. Just listen to the birds. When you can't hear me motor. And this is one of those spots, you know, you got the trees either side of you, just a full shady spot. My favourite kind of trail. Skip! Oh, no water. Dries a bone in there. You should always see water in there. There is a bit of a dirt track up along the fence line there, but it's kind of right near the cars and a bit noisier. And it's just a double track and it's not that exciting, so I tend to just stick to this and then we'll join back in and get away from all the cars. Fire track 2E. Still nice and dry this bit. Come winter, that's a bit of a bloody mud bath there. Another tree line trail. Great in the summer. It's nice now too, but you know, it's good to have that shade. So what we're going to do here is just chuck a lefty instead of going around through the rest of Happy Valley Resi. And I haven't been up to 80 acres since there was that bushfire a couple of months back, so I thought I'd just go and check out the cross-country trail that runs through the bottom of it, which is kind of one of my thoroughfares. Have a look at all this traffic, will you? Fuck traffic. I hate traffic. It's one of the reasons why I don't really put the bike on the back of the car these days. I prefer to just ride out the door from home and not have to be putting up with that bullshit. No looking. Yeah. Ain't no looking. No, it wasn't too bad. I've had worse. I wonder if there are any buzzards in this hedgerow. Yeah, we'll go down this one here. Well, no signs of bushfire yet. Famous cat. Woohoo! Oh. Shooty gritty. Hardtail heaven, eh? Oh yeah, go this way. Get up. Oh, yeah. Good test for the Johnny Watts. Yeah. Okay. It must come up here somewhere. Oh, fuck me. Oh yeah. Come on, Johnny. Very good. Fuck. Oh, it's one hell of a climb, man. Even on an e-bike. Yeah, so if you're into all the downhill stuff, there's plenty of that to be had around here as well. Oh, he's just cut through here. Didn't see any sign of bloody bushfires. Must have been at the top. On the jawler you can fly down here, but on the hardtail just take it a bit easy because there's lots of stuff you can't see in the shadows. So this bit here, I usually like coming in up that bit there or coming out of it because I'll start at the other end of this park. This is the Tangari Regional Park, and what I'll do is I'll just kind of do a loop through here and leave it at that. I smell smoke actually. You get a lot of dog walkers this time of morning through here. It's on your right there, mate. Too easy. You smell smoke? Hey? You smell smoke? No, I could smell it just up there, but yeah, I can't see anything. There's been some bloody muppet firebugs getting around. Some dickhead lit a fire at Merino not too long ago, a couple of days ago. Merino Conservation Park. Yeah, I don't often do the perimeter around here. I kind of head straight up and into the single track, but come in from a different side. No, just here's where I normally come in through. Sandy. Soft and squishy. Yeah, you can go through there. There's plenty of single track in through there, but probably encountered a few walkers today. So we'll just stick to the loop. Morning. Good doggies. He's a good doggy. Hey puppies. Hello. Puppies everywhere. Chuck the left here. Chuck it right here. Righto. This is a really cool little creek section coming up. Really nice in winter when you've got all the green clover either side of the chocolate strip down the guts. That looks awesome. That's low. Oh, come on, mate. Here we go. And we chuck a left here. Now right here. Plenty of little creek lines through Woodcroft and North Vale that you can find little trails alongside. Join up with white paths, etc. Nice for glass. Trails to follow the creek forever, man, pretty much all the way to the sea. Little spot here, you can stop and have a bit of a rest if you're after it. Broken glass there. Fucking Deros, man. He's like, oh, let's smash some glass. It's so exciting. They must lead boring bloody lives if that's how they get their kicks, man. Yeah, I don't like my chances of getting over that. I've done it the other way, but not this way. Straight through a spider web. Oh, no spiders on me. Stop and find out in a minute, I guess. And at this point here, you can ride through the grass. There's kids doing athletics there, so we'll just take the road. Well, we've got a truck over there on the path, so we'll just head through here, I guess. Just to get this little bit more off-road trail. You could continue along the road, but you hug a creek line, even better. Now at this point here you can cross the road and take a little bit more creek line, but it kind of isn't really that fancy, so I'll just take the road here. Righto, it's coming up the Bains Road. We can get along this little bit here, head around towards Wilfred Reserve. So just cross over Bains Road. Morning, mate. You alright? No, you're alright. It's all good. I go Rangers. Top day for it. Some people, they don't hear bells. They don't hear until you're right on them and then they freak out. Righto, so we've hit below 30% on the battery. Got the orange warning. What have I done? 43 Ks. Only, what have we done in elevation? 648 metres. So it's not a big ride, but using the higher power modes. Gee, look at these maggies, mate, they're going off. Picking on them picking on the weak ones or whatever they do. We'll let nature take its course. Using that eMTB mode up that climb between the guts down there at bloody Darlington, O'Halloran Hill, that sapped a bit. So yeah, I've just had it in tour. I use a little bit of eco mode, but we're kind of on the home stretch, saying 15 k's range, so we should be right. And I'm not even using the motor now, so there's going to be some range savings. That's the size of that tree, man. Massive. I used to be able to tell from my average power in the ride stats how energetic I've been feeling. I haven't been feeling massively energetic today. Yeah, some mornings you just wake up and you're not as raring to go, but you just go anyway. Especially when you're on the e-bike, it just sort of allows you to do it. Righto. This is Christie Creek here, I think, that we're following at the moment. There's literally kilometres, man, like so much bloody single track you can find just locally, eh? Just in your burbs, especially around the creeks. Then we've got to watch for glass through here. It's fucking Darrow land. I just had a bit of a sweep. Yeah, very good. Good old eMTB, eh? Everyone's there gaming already. Fucking what a life, eh? Fuck that. Hoping for the big one, wasting all your money. Should be fucking banned, those things, man, seriously. It's a bit stinky along the creek trail at the moment, man. There's like a bit of stench of sewer. Yeah, don't know what's going on there. What's that? Microwave, yeah, nice. Custom kitchen deliveries. Morning. Everyone here is pretty friendly. Providing they're not crackheads, they're all pretty good. It's the wrong time of day for crackheads, they're all asleep still. Well, actually, do they sleep? I don't think they do sleep, do they? They lie down. Well, they're out stealing, who knows. Right, so you can go across here, turn left up the dirty SeXpy, or straight along the Christie Creek Trail. Because I'm heading home. Chuck a right, then a left, and we'll take the dirty SeXpy. If we've got enough range, I might even cut through the bloody Flinders River Valley. Oh, I'm an eco here, let's get some fucking power on. eMTB made. Tell you what, this drivetrain, man, it is such a good shifter, eh? On under load. Up a hill, just shifts. It's great. What are we on? 20% battery, telling me 14 Ks in eco, 9 Ks in tour, 8 in eMTB, but I'm going to save all that for the climb out of here, man, because it's pretty steep and loose and rocky. Righto, let's get our way through here. Oh yeah, a little bit of tour mode. So by coming up here, actually, I've bypassed a shit ton of bloody creek crossings. I think I really only end up doing the one or two coming up through this way. Yeah, there's been some excavators up here, eh? They've been putting up new signs and probably putting rocks across the trails to stop the 4x4s getting through. It's supposed to be a conservation park. Can't remember what they call it, but basically Flinders River Conservation Park. Yep, she's dry as a bone again. There's just this little bit here, I reckon. Oh yeah. It's about the only water you'll find. Look at what the 4x4s do through here, mate. They just churn the fuck out of the trails, eh? All in there. All up there. Wherever they can go, mate, they'll just churn it all up. Well, let's get a bit of tour mode to get us out of here, and maybe even a bit of eMTB. eMTB. Will I make it out of here without a flat battery? Am I game enough to put in turbo? Not far to walk if I have to go home from here, walking. Here we go. Whew. Haven't been in here and done my loop in a while. They kind of fucked it up with the new netball car parks, to be honest. Right, we've hit the red zone on the battery now. Below 15, I reckon. Chain is as dry as a nun's punani right now. As soon as I get home, I get the bike a quick clean, blow out all the dust, and re-lead the chain with some of the rock and roll gold stuff. Because that other white, waxy shit, what do they call it, squirt, it's just too messy, man. It just creates a black gunge all over your chain, leave your chain rings and cassette. I don't like it. At least you can keep all that shit clean with the rock and roll gold. Righto, back of the footy club. So yeah, if you want to get to the train station, Hallett Cove Beach, just turn right here and then turn left and you'll see it on the right hand side, mate. Bang, you're done. 54, 55k loop.